Hello students, our last topic in infrastructure chapter in Indian economy is about health. Health is what? Health actually refers to the state of complete physical and mental well-being of an individual. It means what? If there is an increase in overall efficiency of an individual, we say that that person has got a good power to do work, or we can say that when our power to do the work is increasing, we can say that our health is increasing. Got it, students? So this is the meaning of health. So students, our healthcare sector in India is basically divided into, it is a three-tier fold system. Our health infrastructure is made up of three-tier fold system. Now what are this three-tier fold system? First is, students, it is primary health care. See, by the name itself you understand primary health care means what, children? But before that, before we study the primary health care, just let me tell you that, students, in the state of health of infrastructure, there has been a great expansion in Indian health sector after the independence. Because students, because it is Indian economy and we are studying the state of economy after the independence also, but it is yet quite low. Even today our health infrastructure is quite below the satisfactory measure. So as you all know that India is the second most populated country in the world. So the health sector of our country is lacking the connectivity across the different sectors of our economy. Now in this pandemic situation, in COVID-19 situation, our country, or we can say, basically our country, our government have realized that where we are lacking behind, in which sector we have to invest more. We have to invest more in our health sector, because this is the basic thing to survive. So students, there is a gap between rural and urban areas in the context of utilizing the healthcare facilities. So you all know in rural areas also there is a lot of gap between the rural and urban areas in the case of healthcare facilities. But from past few decades, the increase in development of healthcare sector has increased. Means you can't say that our healthcare sector is really very poor. If you see the comparison from the past few decades, there has been a development in the healthcare sector. So India has built up a variety of healthcare facilities throughout our country. So at the village level, children, the primary health centers have been set up. So I was coming back to this point, primary health sector. So in primary health sector, students, what all things come? You might have seen in villages, वहाँ पर हमेशा एक ही हॉस्पिटल होता है, बेसिक फैसिलिटीज़ दी जाती है. सपोज अगर कोई बहुत छोटा सा विलेज है या फिर कोई छोटा सा टाउन है, तो वहाँ पे क्या है, कोई बहुत बड़े बड़े हॉस्पिटल्स नहीं होते हैं. देयर इज़ ओनली वन single dispensary, you can say. You can't even say it as a hospital, where you will, or you can say one clinic is there, or one doctor will be sitting over there, who will take care of the health of all the people in the villages and town, and no extra advanced facility will be there. अगर मान लो सिर्फ बुखार, फीवर, सर्दी जुकाम है, तो you can go to that doctor. But for any other more facility, for example, if you want to take X-ray or any ECG, then in that case the rural doctor will advise you to go to some other city and do your X-ray and all. So this all comes under primary healthcare sector. Next is, students, secondary healthcare sector. See students, in secondary healthcare system what is there? यहाँ पे वो सारी फैसिलिटीज़ है जहाँ पे डॉक्टर्स हमें सर्जरी करवा सकते हैं. ओके, देन यू कैन गेट योर एक्सरे डन, ECG. So primary healthcare sectors are found in all the districts and in big towns, you can say. ओके, मीन्स ये विलेजेस में जो फैसिलिटीज़ लैक हो रही है, दो फैसिलिटीज़ आर प्रोवाइडेड इन द secondary healthcare sector. Secondary healthcare. So hospitals which have the better facilities for surgery or for X-ray, they are called as secondary healthcare institutions. Generally they are located in the districts and big towns. And students, they also provide primary as well as secondary facility. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो लोग सिर्फ secondary facility देंगे. No, they provide you as all the facilities which are provided in the primary as well as in the secondary. If a patient is not being able to manage by these centers, मान लो कोई ऐसा पेशेंट है या उसकी कोई ऐसी इलनेस है which is not being managed by these centers, then they are referred to the tertiary hospitals. Now next one is what? Tertiary healthcare. Tertiary healthcare means these are the hospitals which have advanced level equipments. यहाँ पर ऐसे हॉस्पिटल्स होते हैं जहाँ पर एडवांस लेवल इक्विपमेंट्स और मेडिसिन के थ्रू पेशेंट्स का ट्रीटमेंट होता है एंड दे कैन अंडरटेक ऑल द कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स विच इज़ नॉट मैनेज बाय प्राइमरी और सेकेंडरी हॉस्पिटल्स. So under tertiary healthcare institutions, what all things you can find? Best example is of AIIMS. All the advanced level equipments they are there. AIIMS मतलब क्या है? All India Institute of Medical Science, which is situated in Delhi. So this is the 3-tier system of our India's health infrastructure. It is primary healthcare, secondary healthcare and tertiary healthcare. After completing the introduction about this healthcare, our next topic in today's video is, students, development of health services. Now see, after independence, students, the health services in India has increased in a remarkable way. So nowadays, now see, we have to talk about after independence because what changes were made in our country's healthcare system. जो health facilities उस समय थी वो कितनी improve हो गई है और आज वो कैसी हैं और उनमें कितना changes आया, ये सारी चीज़ें भी हमें देखना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Why students? Because we are studying Indian economy and in Indian economy if you are studying about the healthcare then you have to also do the comparison डेटा. मतलब आपको डेटा का कंपैरिजन आना भी बहुत ज़रूरी है. मतलब इंडिपेंडेंस के पहले क्या डेटा था हमारी कंट्री में एंड आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस व्हाट इज़ द डेटा ऑफ द मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज़ you can say. So you have to remember this, children. Here I have taken 3 categories, children. So accordingly we will compare the data. 3 categories मतलब first category I have taken is what? Decline in death rate. Now students, you all know what is the meaning of decline. Decline मतलब क्या? कम हो जाना. Death rate मतलब क्या होता है? सबको पता है कि कितने लोगों की डेथ हो चुकी है. बट यहाँ पर हमें इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये देखनी है, डिक्लाइन इन डेथ रेट मीन्स व्हाट? हर 1000 लोगों में से कितने लोगों की डेथ हो गई. अंडरस्टैंड वंस अगेन, डिक्लाइन इन डेथ रेट मतलब हर 1000 लोग, इन एवरी 1000 पीपल हाउ मेनी पीपल आर डेड. Okay, so if you see the data in the year 1951, this data was 27. 27 का मतलब क्या होता है? It means हर 1000 में से 27 लोगों की डेथ हो जाती थी. अब ये डेथ क्यों हो जाती थी? You know the reason very well, because in the year 1951 you can write on many reasons. There was lack of many medical facilities, there were no hospitals, there were no proper equipment. So this was the reason, because of the poor medical facilities, there was decline in death rate in the year 1951. Now if you see the data of next, I am telling you the data of 2016. Now in 2016 the number was 6.4. Now here you must be wondering, ma'am, how it is 6.4? Can it be 0.4 or can a half person be dead? No students, it is not like that. Please don't get confused between this 6.4 और 7.3. Actually ये वो डेटा है, मतलब हर 1000 में से 6.4 लोगों की डेथ होती है. इन 2016 डेथ रेट का डेटा क्या था कि हर 1000 लोगों में से 6.4 लोगों की डेथ हो जाती थी. ओके, अगर आप मान लीजिए इसी को 10,000 में से लोगे तो वो कितना हो जाएगा? 64. तो अगर हम 1000 में से ले रहे हैं तो इट इज़ 6.4. इफ़ यू टेक द डेटा फ्रॉम 10,000 इट विल बी 64. नेक्स्ट इज राइज इन लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी. लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी का मतलब क्या होता है स्टूडेंट्स? कितने साल हम जिंदा रहते हैं, मीन्स हाउ लॉन्ग वी लिव or what will be our average life. This is the meaning of life expectancy. So the expectancy of life has increased from 32 in the year 1951 to 68 in the year 2016. This is our data. इसका मतलब ये होता है कि common man on an average in the year 1951 used to live up to only 32 years. मतलब अप टू 32 years तक की उनकी लाइफ होती थी. ये क्यों होती थी? इसके लिए भी वही सब रीजंस लिख सकते हो. बिकॉज ऑफ मेनी रीजंस. देर वॉज नो मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज़, नो हॉस्पिटल्स वर देयर, ओल्ड मेथड्स ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट वर बीइंग यूज्ड. ये सारे रीज़न आप लिख सकते हो एग्जाम में. और इन 2016 इट हैज़ इंक्रीज्ड हाउ मच? 68.3. 68 अब और अभी का जो डेटा अगर मैं बता दूं, इट इज़ 68.9. दिस इज अकॉर्डिंग टू द करंट डेटा वी कैन से. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज डिक्रीज इन इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी रेट. इन्फेंट का मतलब क्या होता है स्टूडेंट्स? न्यू बॉर्न. ओके, न्यू बॉर्न की डेथ रेट क्या होती है? मतलब 1 साल से कम के कितने बच्चे एक्सपायर हो गए. समझ में आया? इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी रेट मतलब, इन्फेंट मतलब न्यू बॉर्न. तो हम लोग क्या देखते हैं? इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी रेट का मतलब होता है कि 1 साल से कम के कितने बच्चों की डेथ हो चुकी है. तो स्टूडेंट्स, दिस वॉज in the year actually 1951, it was very much 146. But if you see the data of 2016, it has decreased from 146 to 34. इतना ज़्यादा डिक्लाइन आ गया है, विच इज़ वेरी गुड. बिकॉज जैसे जैसे हमारे इंडिपेंडेंस के बाद कंट्री में लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी आ गई, लेटेस्ट इक्विपमेंट्स हमें मिल गए, तो हमारी इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी जो रेट थी वो बहुत कम हो गई है. ओके, सो इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी rate has decreased from 146 in the year 1951 to 34 in the year 2016. So students, this was all about the health sector in our country. I hope you have understood this chapter. Thank you for watching.